The classic Thursday morning review.
Welcome to a very special edition of the Thursday Morning Review on a Triple HA adjacent network, the Studiverse Network. I'm your host, Student, formerly known as Alumnus, formerly known as Student. On this special episode, we will report the biggest news stories that have rocked the Triple HA world, and we will check in on changes that the college has suffered since a certain class graduated last spring. Let's get into it! After regaining inspiration from the Friday Morning Review, administration at the Academy resumed the previously abandoned eye contact blocking hallway project. Last fall, permanent walls were built down the middle of every hallway on campus. Cross-gender eye contact and stiltedence are at a record low. Congrats, everyone! The review has received word that the entire upstairs apartment complex has been demolished for renovation. We will now observe a moment of silence for TMR's studio. To put it in layman's terms, the upstairs has become a wide-open ants floor. Everyone, be on top of your guard. This fishy situation reeks of the disgraced, dance-crazed cafeteria worker. And, speaking of building projects, the resourceful building has been completed. Apparently, Triple HA students are now free to lounge on couches, beanbags, and massage chairs in this bougie book mansion whenever they wish. My sources tell me that the resourceful building includes a cafe called the Dudestown Diner, a gym called Bodily Exercise, profiting little is better than profiting none, and an underground bunker that fits the entire student and staff body in case of a tornado or a Gnostic apocalypse. The luxurious new resourceful building isn't the only sign of affluence at Triple HA. I am told that instead of pretzels and water, the standard celebratory snack is now multigrain crackers and seltzer water. Wow! The Academy is hardly recognizable anymore. Last fall, many first-year students and volunteers... I don't know what that was. Oh no. I don't know what to do with my hands. Last fall, many first-year students and volunteers flocked to Triple HA, and by all accounts, the school has actually survived the near-fatal blow of losing last year's second-year students. It appears that life at the Academy does indeed go on. Our official statement to first-year students and volunteers is, we see you from a distance. We don't really know you, but we will report you. TMR has learned of Jim Jam Counseling Company, a suspicious counseling firm that has sprouted up since the review has left campus. It seems that fraudulent shysters thrive in the absence of journalistic accountability. Rest assuredly, dear viewer, if the review were still on campus, we would probe this shady business and get to its bottom. Speaking of which, we have a statement from admin on this disturbing situation. Thank you, TMR, for reaching out. Your professionalism and maturity are missed on campus. Now, concerning the so-called Jim Jam counseling debacle, I don't condone this behavior. I only regret that I can't censor the website. The actions of these counselors bring shame to Triple HA, myself, and all of humanity. We ask for privacy as we continue to handle this internally. The review has received reports that admin's disdain for JJ Coco stems from the fact that he completed his PSTD counseling with them and did not get the closure he hoped for. We remind you that we cannot verify the veracity of these reports, we can only report them. And now, an update on what some friends of the show have been up to since we last reported reports. After several days of attempting to live on the streets of Beer Town as a Franciscan monk, Hermeneutic gave up his hair shirt wearing ways and returned to Triple HA. After the standard 11-day cleansing period, students and staff welcomed Herman back with semi-firm handshakes of platonic love. It's wedding season! Several moons ago, Restless and Joyful got married, forming their new clan, the Restful Clan. Restless got married while out on parole, as he still owes Uncle Sammy some time for federal crimes, as previously reported on the review. This weekend, Blade and Oot tied their knot, forming their clan, the Bladooch Clan. At open mic, our dashing reporter led the crowd in a rousing rendition of Blade's favorite song, Shema Blade. Later this year, President Snarkastic and Southern Charm will plan to also publicly cross I's and dot T's to form their clan, the Snarky Charm Clan. Congrats, all! Big Guy and Hermeneutic started reporting reports at Triple HA in TMR's absence. Our official statement to the new news reporters is this. We see you, we support you, we are definitely secure enough in ourselves not to feel threatened by you. Carry on. In the aftermath of the airing of the Friday Morning Review, Professor Chestertonson was besieged by large crowds of eager followers seeking to learn the ways of the wise bearded mystic. Chestertonson asked for and was granted an indefinite leave of absence to lead his flock into greener pastures, and he has not been seen since. After Ungrounded learned that Amish life was not as glamorous as he hoped, he returned to his family. The Grounded tribe has been thriving since, even making a journey to the Hillbillyland Academy of Anabaptist Academics, where Mr. Grounded taught a horde of acne-ridden teenagers who are gnawing at the bit to change the world. After the unceremonious disassembling of the Moon is Cheese Club, Professor Herbertson wandered through months of self-loathing and purposelessness. However, the tide of his life turned when he spent several months at Walden Pond, living off the land and writing sonnets about the beauty of nature and of leatherwork. Following this rejuvenation, he returned to Triple HA and formed the Cheese's Moon Club, which has been thriving since. Bless has been spending her time fighting sexism by traveling to conferences across the country to educate leaders how to properly take advantage of women. I'm also pleased to announce Bless's upcoming book called Let Us Eat Cake, Feeling Female Feels Fine. To receive a free signed copy, simply send Bless a personal confession of anti-sexism along with $50. A group of former Triple HA students have formed a video call book club in which, once a month, all members hastily skim read the same book the night before the call. And finally, a report on the TMR staff. Producer has been partitioning deli products and penning pensive poems in Western Penzland. Gorbachev has been robbing trees of their lifeblood to make breakfast cake frosting, and Student has been busy decorating backyards and sheds with horizontal walking walls, longing for the days when he had more reports to report. This just in. The entire kitchen staff was fired after it came to light that they tried to inebriate the entire student body by serving alcoholic soup. Triple HA is sweetening the pot for anyone willing to step up/serve in the kitchen in their place. The Academy is offering a double portion of the monthly multi-grain cracker ration for anyone who volunteers for a kitchen position. After spending an inamountable amount of money on various renovation projects and food and brand new coffee mugs with new logos, Triple HA seems to be on hard times financially. I'm told that blank diplomas have hit the black market on campus, presumably so the Academy can afford all those multi-grain cracker and seltzer water parties. This is an announcement for the guys' dorm. It's almost time for the annual Dean's Letter of Admonishment. To save on paper, this year's letter will be delivered by Singing Telegram. Please sign up for a time slot by dropping a large 8.5 by 11 note to the deans in the ballot box dangling from the bulletin board in the cafeteria. And now, our weekly blessing upon your... Weekly? Okay, yeah. Got it. And now, our regular blessing on your... And now, our blessing upon your bushy, unplucked eyebrows. May you always have the self-awareness to leave things in the past that should be left in the past instead of trying to go back and capture the elusive and fleeting high of making your peers believe you are funny and clever. Anyway, have a happy life. Do you like my hands here?